What does it take to be a man? Jen co-hosts one of the biggest drag king competitions in Europe. With some makeup, binding and packing, she becomes Adam.
There's always an element of people not quite understanding what it is to be, for example, non-binary. That's something that's being discussed at the moment, something that I, as Jen, identify as non-binary, and I think that I discuss those things in my show, but in my costuming and certainly in the way that I relate to the audience. And I think it's really important that we bring this up and we don't stop people from expressing who they are.
Of course, the concept is nothing new. Shakespeare famously cast women as men, but somewhat ironically, nowadays drag is largely a man's world.
The approach to performing and actually kind of like working out what that actually is at a much more embryonic stage, and it's much more early stages, unlike the drag kind of tradition, which is very advanced. Women as performers need supporting, period. And whether that's as drag queens, whether that's as drag kings, or whether that's in like a kind of like a gay cabaret context, yeah, I just think generally, I know women should be elevated as performers.
Camilla, who's made it through to the competition's final, says it's an experience like nothing else.
To have a whole audience just laughing along at something that's so ridiculous and just really like following the progression of an act with you, it was a lot of fun. You find parts of yourself that you didn't know existed when you're on the stage, and you find new confidences that you might not have in your normal life.
From TV shows to club nights, drag queens are already enjoying a move into the mainstream. Now, with growing artistic recognition, the kings are starting to catch up, with an increasing number of dedicated nights taking place in major cities across the UK. Katie Spencer, Sky News.